here's how it's going to work. Think of a French press coffee pot, right? Water, grinds on the bottom. So we will build a dewatering facility that kind of operates like a French press. The contaminant will gather on the bottom, the water is treated, and then that toxic contaminant material will be sent to licensed disposal facilities for proper treatment and disposal. This will be the largest volume ever to be dredged under the EPA Superfund program nationwide. It's enough to fill Red Bull Arena 3 times. The cost of this project is roughly $1.4 billion. It will be paid for by the polluters and not the taxpayers, as the Superfund law requires. And to date, EPA has identified over 100 companies as potentially responsible for this contamination. So why are we doing this stretch of the river? Because 90% of the volume of contaminated sediment in the river is in the lower 8 miles of the river. And unfortunately, the toxic concentrations have barely declined in the last 20 years. Communities along the river have suffered. The public only has very limited use of the river. There are health advisories alerting people not to eat the fish or the crabs from the Passaic, although we know people do eat fish and crabs from the Passaic. This cleanup builds on previous work done on 2 smaller areas of the river and at the Diamond Alkali facility on Lister Avenue. That's where pesticides and herbicides, including Agent Orange, were used during the Vietnam War, were manufactured right here in Newark at the Diamond Alkali facility on Lister Avenue. Dioxin, a byproduct of the manufacturing, was released from the facility and into surrounding neighborhoods in the river. From 1983 to 2001, EPA did a lot of cleanup work in the community, including people's homes and the streets, but the dioxin from that period released into the river in the 1950s and the 1960s remains in the river mud today. Dioxin is not the only toxin that's in the sediment of the Passaic. In